Bangladesh is burning because the rampaging criminals are on the loose. They have taken up arms and they have taken up their so-called mobocracy into their own hands. Everybody is under lockdown. They have been terrorizing the streets of Bangladesh, attacking civilized infrastructure, set the buildings of Daily Star and Pratham Alo on fire, making the lives of the journalists at risk. Mobocracy at its worst. What is the responsibility of the Bangladesh government? Well, it seems none. Because the present Bangladesh regime is nothing but a poodle government of these criminals. Yunus is totally at their own mercies. So, what can we do? Instead of playing dumb about it and instead of playing with words, let's spell it out. BNP and Awami League, they need to forge alliances to save the country. Yes, there were failures on Awami League side, and we'll deal with it later. Yes, there are failures on BNP sides as well, but we will deal with it later as well. But these criminals are pushing Bangladesh on the verge of civil war. They want it because they don't want democracy to flourish, because they know that Tariq Rahman is returning. And as Tariq Rahman is returning, and as being one of his critics, I still believe Tariq Rahman is the best choice for now for BNP. And it is the time that Bangladesh must unite. Liberation forces must unite. 1971, pro-71 forces must unite. The sovereignty and integrity of Bangladesh must be kept intact. Bangladesh army must play their role, due role. And the time to be trapped by these mobs must come to an end. We have to save Bangladesh by any means necessary, whatsoever. Because it's a question of my country's sovereignty. And if you're a patriot, you must stand your ground. Yes, we must not give up our country, and we must not let our country be run by these mobs, these extremists, these Islamists. Even today, a Hindu man was killed in Valuka. For what? For insulting Islam? Well, these criminals define Islam according to their own taste. And they are being instigated by two criminals abroad, Ilyas Hussain and Pinaki Bhattacharya. Indian government must take this seriously. That these criminals are instigating attacks on newspaper office buildings, and even they are the ones who instigated attacks on diplomatic missions like India. So this must be addressed. These criminals must be arrested. And Bangladesh government has the responsibility under the Vienna Convention to defend the diplomatic missions in Bangladesh, which Bangladesh government failed yesterday. When the Deputy High Commission in Chittagong of India was under attack, they were attacking these embassies. They are not simply protesters, jeopardizing lives of civilians. These criminals like Ilyas and Pinaki, they did set these mobs against journalists who are now trapped in Daily Star and Pratham Alo buildings. They can't say that they have asked them to return from their protests because they have jeopardized their lives. So, my friends, forget your political differences. These criminals are small in number. Stand your ground and face these criminals, these thugs. These are nothing but thugs, vandalizing, marauding thugs. And we had enough of it.